talking about your big-titted aunt. Yo, big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that you are so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore. The beginning of the podcast, we just got a warning that we should leave the podcast.
Yeah, we should not be here. Fuck it.
See, we don't care.
No, we're real podcasters.
Podcast is, look, the show must go on no matter what.
That's the rule, yeah.
Even if a hurricane is approaching. What are they saying? Is it a hurricane? I'm sure we get the fuck out or no?
Like, is it an Amber Alert?
Like at first I was like, well, yeah, for show purposes, of course we're staying, but in reality, should we get the fuck out of here? Is it bad?
Do you have sandbags?
No, I have no sandbags.
Plywood?
I have presswood,
all right,
which is not as good.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're gonna make it through.
I have plywood that looks. What I have is a beadboard.
What's that?
Beadboard is like if you want an accent on your wall, like wainscoting, you know, like a little trim piece, like paneling.
Sure.
Right? Okay. How's that, Don? Am I fucking it up again, touching the mic?
I just said sure the third time because I wanted you to move on. I was like,
well,
yeah.
I just wanted to let everyone know that I know wood. Yeah. And I have many things I can say about wood.
We get it.
I did a bunch of synonyms.
You're a manly man. Cinnamon.
No, that's a flavor.
Oh, okay. I thought
synonyms. Like antonyms are easier than synonyms.
Cinnamon was like a type of wood, maybe.
You know, it's weird. I was in the bathroom, right before the podcast.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I was just thinking, you've used that bathroom.
Yeah.
And Donnie has.
Yeah.
What is the name of the book that's on top of the toilet? Anybody?
Oh,
Donnie?
Damn it. I feel like I know this. It's like something for idiots, right? No. It's like one of those idiot books.
How to use the bathroom for idiots.
It's very similar to the idiot books.
It's a bathroom book, yeah.
Yeah, it's like do it.
It's like
it's called Do It.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Just do it. Let's get off our butts.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what it's called, right?
Well, Do It is the name of it. But I wonder if they've ever paid attention to that. Because I go into someone's house and I know everything about them. I'm so nosy.
Yeah.
Like I will look at everything and go, oh.
Really?
So, a lot of pepper. A lot of pepper in his kitchen.
Oh, fuck you.
Ground pepper, black pepper. They got the red pepper flakes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What do you...
It's a comic thing. It's not I'm not really interested in your shit. But if I got to do a routine at dinner, I want to have material. Mm-hmm. You know?
Oh, okay. You're gathering material,
right?
You're a comic walking through the crowd trying to find people. Yeah.
I'm trying to open. My opening line's going to be so. What's up with the pepper?
Just
right. Thinking that's what people want.
Yeah, like what?
Like, oh, this guy's great. He's funny. He noticed my stuff, and then other people are like, is he going to rob us?
Yeah. It's like when you do like a moose lodge, and the only thing clever you can think of is like something about like
the moose,
the buck on the wall or something. Yeah.
Right.
You're like, oh, look, you got a lot of deer here. And then people are like, yeah, we do. And then you're like, fuck, that didn't work at all.
But that's all you got.
Yeah, that's all you can come up with, yeah.
Have you ever done that where you had like 3 or 4 lines about the moose and you're like, which moose joke am I going to pull out?
Yeah, yeah.
None of them are going to work. But the one moose, oh, this is Moose Lodge 666. That's a weird number.
Yeah, like the devil.
Like you're looking at anything.
Anything, yeah.
Anything, and you're like, I wonder if anyone else has noticed. Because some of the times I'll look at stuff and I'll go, yeah, I noticed it, but guarantee you nobody knows that there's a rotary phone in the reception area. They're just used to using it.
I did one where there was 2 locks on the bathroom door, and I walked out, and I just hoped that everybody in the audience had used that bathroom, but I walked out, and I did the thing. I was like, hi, I'm here. And then I was like, what's up with your I'm like, you guys have 2 locks on the bathroom door? I was like, what kind of shady ass shit goes on in here?
From the inside.
Yeah, I was like,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's people screaming in there. We can't get to them.
Yeah, you can't even get out.
It's a fucking torture cell.
Yeah. But as I was saying it, my friend in the back of the room, I saw him kind of go like,
we did that already. We talked about it.
It was worse. He was like giving me one of these, like, don't fucking say that. Because the owner of the place
Yeah.
was like caught in this huge sex scandal. Like,
I thought you could say he was a locksmith.
no. Yeah.
It's like, don't fucking.
He gets offended by that.
Right. He's trying to make money with his. It's a display of locks.
No, he got in like this weird sex scandal.
Oh, so this guy. Right. So you hit it, which, look, that's kind of what comics do.
Yeah.
We find the truth. And we don't even know sometimes we have the truth in our hands, and we're trying to make it funny. Meantime, the guy's not happy with you.
Yeah, the guy was kind of like looking around like, oh, I should take one of those locks off the door. Yeah, it's super sketchy. Yeah.
It's interesting that your buddy, who was a comic in the back?
Yeah, he's
Another comic is like, how do you know, though?
Because he like knew more about the place. He like frequently went to this place. So.
Here's a guy, you have a comic with you that doesn't do research when he gets to the place like you do. You're like doing on the fly research. Your buddy is looking shit up prior to the Moose Lodge, going, I can't do lock jokes, but I need to know history of this motherfucking place.
Yeah, and then he bombs.
Right? Because he showed a headshot of the owner in jail.
Yeah.
Look what I got, folks. I thought this was gonna kill.
Yeah.
You remember this guy?
Yeah, this guy's
the previous owner, or is he still here?
Oh, he's still there. Yeah, it was weird.
It's kind of like when you know the mob's in the crowd.
Yeah.
When you know there's some bad people there.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
You've only seen it on TV in Goodfellas or one of these Scarface things where the comic is joking. I think Rickles was in a movie where he joked with
a bunch of mobster movies, actually.
Right, with comics, right? Because comics, for some reason, we think, it's the mob. It's gonna hang out. It's gonna hang out with the mob.
They won't hurt us.
It's funny. It's not funny.
No.
No. It's not funny. They do this shit. It's funny to talk about and portray on TV in a way that makes it funny.
Yeah.
But when you're with the mob, they're not. They got a bad sense of humor.
Yeah, but they like to be like flattered though, don't they?
I imagine.
Like, don't fuck with that guy. Like they like it. They like it when you like tease them.
And then they get offended by little things like, what guy?
Yeah.
You call me guy? What do you mean guy?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's a big thing.
Yeah, because guy is not like.
What do you mean? We don't fuck with me. We like how fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
And then all of a sudden you're trapped because you were trying to be funny.
Well, it's like that scene in Goodfellas when he's like, "Why am I funny?"
Right.
To
clown funny? Am I funny like a clown?
Am I funny like a clown?
Then he shoots the motherfucker.
No, he was just fucking with him. It was him and Henry Hill.
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, you really are a funny guy. And then he fucking attacks him, hits him with the thing. Yeah.
And then we know that he's gonna snap at any moment somewhere down the line.
But Joe Pesci was always like that. I wish I had Joe Pesci energy sometimes when I walk in and like they fuck you on like room service or some shit, or
it's screaming.
You lose your luggage at the airplane.
You just lose it.
Yeah.
You lose it legally. I like to lose it legally.
Yeah.
Within your rights.
He did not do anything illegally, dude. He actually
did. But do I have the right to lose it right now?
Right.
And then everyone still calls you a dick because you couldn't control.
But I respect those people. I don't call them dicks. If they're righteous.
The righteous yelling.
Good luck. Yeah.
On the right side of the game, screamers.
No, not on a game.
The game. That's all a game.
Oh, the game. Okay.
The game. Yeah. We're playing a game.
The game of like.
The game of we're trying to get a hotel room
for free.
For free now. and the food.
Yeah.
If you legitimately have hair in your food or a fingernail.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Do you lose it on somebody, or do you just go? I'll tell you what, or do you play a game with them? Like, you're in the right, so you got all this leeway.
Yeah,
you can do anything.
I get nervous though when I'm in that because I feel bad, and then I'm like,
it's not your fault.
They'll always get me to apologize somehow. You know what I mean?
Do you think that they're somehow guessing that maybe you put the fingernail in there?
Yeah, I mean, there's an element of that. I look like a guy who would do that too. Of like, I like free food, so. Yeah, and I'll pull my hair out and throw
you drop it on there.
And they're like, "This is a red hair," and I'm like,
or do you go the cool route, and you call the guy over? I just want to let you know, there's a fingernail in this, and then you take a bite of it with the fingernail, and you go, "But it don't bother me. Don't bother me. I mean, but you should be careful.
I'm down.
There's other people coming in that are not as cool as I am.
Yeah,
I'll put stuff in my mouth like that. I'll do that.
No, I don't have that in me.
If someone drops something on the floor and they want to throw it away, I'm like, give it to me.
Really?
Right. Give it to me.
You don't seem like a guy who eats stuff off the floor.
Oh yeah, because I want to build up my immune system.
That's true.
So I've been less cautious. Like, not washing my hands as much. accepting people sneezing on me, showering less, all the opposite of what we've been told for last year.
Yeah,
I've been doing, my thing. I go, no, you know what? Everyone's cleaning too much.
Yeah.
They're scrubbing themselves to death.
Yeah.
I watched a couple the other day, and this is now, we're into a year and a half of this shit.
Yeah.
I watched a guy feverishly, with his own little bottle, just with his hands, like at the table. After every bite, I'm like,
are you serious?
oh my God, this guy's fucking annoying.
After every bite?
After everything, he was just doing this. I'm like, I wanted to get up and choke him. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Like, as you're going to choke him, he
And then he washes my hands before I choke him. Wash my hands, would you please, sir?
Yeah.
Ugh. That'd be funny. I go up to him, could I have some of your gel? Like bumming a cigarette. Remember bumming a cigarette?
Yeah, can I bum some
some Perel? Dude, can I have a little squirt?
A little squirt?
Little
squirt?
I don't like Give me a little squirt.
A little squirt, fella.
Huh? I keep it right here for people want here's a little squirt. You gotta put your hands down here. Like a hip thing of Perel.
Yeah.
And someone wants extra. No, I don't take it off. I want them to put their hands by my dick so I squirt while their hands are by my dick. Yeah. Yeah, I want a video of it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, so you really wanted a squirt, didn't you, buddy?
That's funny. I like that. It's getting crazy out there.
I seen a lady carry around her own spray bottle at the gym the other day. Still wearing a mask.
Her own spray bottle.
Yeah, her own sanitizer, cleaning the equipment.
Yeah.
No one else is wearing a mask or cleaning equipment. We're all sweating, spitting, urinating, feces on our hands. It's a skeevy gym. It's so nasty. There's so much crap everywhere. There's a fan next to the urinal. I was pissing and there's just urine in the wind. I'm like, maybe they should move the fan.
Is that like that gym? It's like the judge-free zone. Is that what's happening? Like one of those gyms where?
Well, you're not allowed to make any noise. No grunting, but you can piss into the wind in the locker room. Yeah. I'm serious. There's a fan, like an industrial fan next to a urinal because they were trying to keep the smell or something. I go, this is bad.
Yeah,
because you're just
people with piss.
It's just aerated urine throughout the entire locker room.
That's how you build your immune system, though. Maybe they're ahead of the curve.
It was so humid in there.
Ugh.
And I'm like, because they have the spa. It's just, that even before all this, people didn't want to use public spas and, what do they call them, the petri dish of the gym?
Yeah, but like that's how you get stronger immune system.
Yeah, I eat it up. I'm in there.
Yeah, you're in there.
100%.
Licking the bench.
I use, my clothes are disgusting. I'll work out and wear the same hoodie for 3 days, and my wife won't even come near me. Because we're in the garage in Florida, 115 degrees. I wear a hoodie and a hat and sweatpants, and I go in the gym in the garage, and I sweat my balls off. Then I hang the shit on the bicycles out there and just let it ferment, then put it back on the next day.
Why?
Because I don't want her washing it. Because there's too much wash.
Yeah.
I'm a hippie. I'm a hippie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kind of a hippie when I'm
a gym hippie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's really reeking, then I'm like, all right, this is bad. I go, honey, come here, you got to smell this.
And you spray it with Febreze, and then round 3.
Cheap cologne.
Ugh.
Now, I will wash something that's too much, but I'm a clean sweater also. I should have said that. My sweat really is amazingly sweet smelling.
You licked it?
No, I just from years of
Did you make
Kelly not complaining.
Oh, yeah.
I go, honey, you don't smell anything? She's just, no, great.
Really? You got
Really?
that clean sweat.
One thing about me is I'm not like I had a lot of roommates that I was projecting into the future. Their wives are going to suffer badly.
Yeah.
Because you would see everything that they did.
Gross.
It was, I'm a guy and I can put up with shit, but some of the shit that my roommates,
like what?
The nasty underwear that you'd see on the ground, or
Yeah,
the
on the ground,
overflowing garbage can that was so high that it was getting into the toilet and no one wants it. And I was the only guy cleaning shit.
Yeah.
Like I would clean their rooms and my room because I couldn't take it.
That's how they always. That's the strategy though.
No, they would live in it.
Yeah.
He would burrow into the garbage.
But you exist.
And sleep.
You're there to clean. You just didn't realize it.
Well, he knew. He knew.
Remember that boat that you got invited on?
That's what I do.
Same thing.
People invite me because they know they don't want me. They want the OCD of me, or the cleaner guy, or they want the entertainer guy. What about the Carmen guy? What about the guy that just wants, you invited me as a friend, but now I got to do things for you? It's
Yeah.
peer pressure friendship.
Peer pressure friendship.
Everything is peer pressure for
is
me.
real. It's hard to find like real friends, you know?
Even with family, I've been peer pressured this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
weekend.
Well, that's the hardest. The peer pressuring, family peer pressure is like the toughest to get through.
I don't want to go to the beach on 4th of July.
I went
we
to the
did.
hospital.
What?
Yeah, not for any.
For fun?
No, yeah, we went to the
Volunteer.
to the
Nice.
roof of the. No, we went to the roof of the hospital to watch the fireworks.
Oh. You have a connection?
Secret spot.
Wait, I got so many versions of this. Either you know somebody at the hospital,
No, we don't know.
or number 2, you snuck up the stairwell,
Yeah, we went up the thing.
right? Because this is like kind of like a movie from the 80s. That's kind of
Yeah.
shit we used to do.
We went up on the balcony.
And this is like a poor people thing, too. This is like, we got no money. We can't
Yeah.
afford a front row ticket. We can't get a hotel room on Siesta.
Can't afford parking.
So it's kind of like the 80s, Brat Pack,
Mm-hmm.
Rob Lowe, and Molly Ringwald. That's who you're with, you know,
It's
if
just
you're with
me
it.
and Molly Ringwald.
Right. you and your girlfriend going hanging out, and
Yeah, we're on top of the roof.
right, it's a cheap date, right?
Wow. Why do you gotta?
Because there's-
blow up my spot.
It's a
Carmen?
cheap date. There's no money involved.
I mean, but
and here's
you
what we
make it
did.
Romantic.
Yeah, she was romantic, and then as we were going up the stairwell, we went on the 3rd floor and grabbed a tray off of someone's cart who was, you know, in intensive care, and we ate that as we're watching the
We did
fireworks.
stop by the cafeteria. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
You got some Jello for free.
Yeah.
For free.
It was 4th of July Jello. It was like red, white, and blue.
I'm saying you take it off a patient's tray.
No, I don't do
That's
that.
yeah, they're not eating it.
That's they're supposed to.
They still give it to people who can't eat.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
it's
who,
what-
who
they
can't
do.
eat Jello?
Someone who has a thing in their mouth,
What do you?
a trach pipe. You ever know what a trach pipe is? It's the ultimate vape. You really want to get high? Huh?
You do a trick.
You fucking don't worry about the inside of your mouth bypass. You got a pipe that goes directly down your
Into your
your
lungs.
esophagus or into your lungs, and they got a machine
Pumps
that
it.
Donnie operates that he fills with CBD and oils and all the other shit you guys are doing. The coconut fronds.
CRTs and whatnot.
Yeah, your Delta 7s and 8s, and
Yeah.
you're pressing a button like this, and you're fucking getting higher than a kite, and everyone's like, he's dead. And Donnie doesn't know he's dead because he's so fucking high.
You know what's fucked up, dude? We just inspired so many stoners to go and try this now.
Right. Well, remember when scuba equipment used to be for scuba equipment?
Yeah.
It used to be for scuba diving? And cars were supposed to be for driving?
Yeah.
And we found a way to get high in each one of those things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, oh my God, it's an enclosed system.
Yeah. Well, hot box. Yeah.
Yeah, let's put a mask on, fill that fucking thing up. We never have to breathe fresh air.
Yeah. We just constantly hit it.
Constantly hitting that pipe over and over.
It's almost suffocating, but whatever.
I know you guys have advanced. The old days, all we had was ice in the bong to cool the smoke down.
We still do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice to hear. What do you do with the ice?
Now the bong like connects to our phone though, and there's like applications and we can change the colors of it.
Are you
and
serious?
the temperature.
Oh, they have a
Yeah,
bong
they
that
have a-
connects? It's a
yeah.
Wi-Fi bong?
Some point potheads also went to college and like got like engineering degrees, and they made like some of the coolest devices you've ever seen before.
I don't even think it's college. I think when you're high enough, you're like, I can create a fucking car that's
Yeah.
electric called
Yeah.
Tesla. You think that guy fucking, it was just
No,
his
he's
brains? Autistic?
Yeah, he's hardcore autistic.
Which means he's smart?
Elon Musk, yeah. No, it doesn't necessarily mean you're smart. It's just that like all he thinks about probably is like improvement,
Yeah.
like innovation. Like he probably like brushes his teeth.
So
and
if
is
you
like-
have one thing you think about constantly,
I mean, no, it's like
Is that
everything.
autism?
I bet you it's everything. Like I bet you he brushes his teeth and he looks at his toothbrush and he's like, "This could be better."
but
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't.
start a company.
Isn't
now.
autism also you can't relate to people? You have a hard time.
Asperger's, autism, like
Asperger's
Asperger's.
is similar to this.
Speaking of the mic,
What's a savant?
And
savant is somebody who's really good at something or knows a lot
At
about
just
Okay, that's
one
what I
thing,
am.
though.
That's what I am.
An idiot savant is somebody that's just really good at one thing.
Right.
Yeah, and terrible at everything else. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you're kind of like an idiot savant piano player who's like, wow, he plays the piano amazing.
Miraculous.
But then you see him like try to drive a car, and you're like,
Can't
oh
do
my
it.
god, yeah,
Unless he has a piano keyboard style
yeah,
steering wheel.
Yeah.
Wait a second. He really can drive. We just didn't know how to present this.
Oh my God, he played Piano Man and got us to the
right.
airport. Wow.
If he operates the car with the piano, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
why hasn't everyone thought about this? See, this is why you need comedians to go into every field. Like they're all fucking flabbergasted at NASA, and they can't.
Thought about that.
Yeah. Bring in the guys that think out of the box, and don't. Here's the thing about don't do this to us. No, don't fucking tell us no. Like if we're brainstorming, don't ever say that's stupid.
What do you mean?
Well, easiest way to get a comic to shut up is to kind of embarrass him with his idea.
Oh yeah.
Right. So brainstorming is like what we do on this podcast. Right. We just came up with a piano style steering wheel.
So many people are
driving
gonna die
system
because of us.
I don't know. I don't know if Tesla. I mean, Tesla's dash is starting to look flatter and just plain.
Yeah.
So maybe the keyboard style,
That'd be kind of cool.
right? And just doing this.
Well, yeah, now they have like the spaceship one.
Right.
Yeah.
See, comics will come up with stuff like that, and then you'll have normal people going, "That's weird. You're a weirdo. Where's your brain at? What are you, high?"
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm thinking. I'm constantly thinking about new ways of doing shit. That's why I come up with it. And if you mock me, then I get really quiet and I sit in the corner.
Yeah.
Because I go, they're not like me.
Well, it's like comics, real comics that write their own comedy are, in my mind, like they're substituting some form of innovation. Like they're inventing jokes. If they weren't inventing jokes, they'd be writing books. They'd be inventing like some new computer. Like they're innovators.
We're not really good at the physical inventions. We're good at the directions part.
But nobody who actually invents something is actually that good at inventing it. If you actually pay attention to it, like it's like some guy who like conceptualized it, and then he fucked over a bunch of nerds who knew how to build it.
No, not every time. You just are watching a lot of Netflix. No, I'm sure there's a few documentaries about this.
No,
but there's also people who were in the garage and then built something without any outside influence, and it came out of the garage.
Name one of these people.
The bubble machine guy.
Oh, we're just going. We're just putting things in front of words now.
No.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the name.
Guy. That guy.
Right. Well, I don't know everyone's name.
Apartment.
The guy that come up with the bubble machine, I'm sure, was watching.
You don't even know this. You're just a fan of bubble machines.
The guy didn't. He was watching this spin like a Ferris wheel. He's like, if I attach wands that dipped into bubble liquid.
Yeah.
He didn't steal from nerds.
And then you know what happened to him? He fucking sold it for $30,000.
Yeah.
Only to watch it make $10 million.
Oh, so
that's my point.
Your mind is really constantly on unfair. You should really have.
It's not about unfairness. I'm just saying, they're unfair to themselves. They fucked themselves over.
No, because we're like, okay, so you like my character that I created called the 1989 Contractor, and you want to buy it? And I'm like, okay, well, how much is it worth? I mean, I just thought of it out of thin air. So, I mean, we don't know what to sell things for unless we have an agent. Everyone needs a stupid agent.
Yeah.
Because agents now agents are as scumbaggish
exactly.
Right. You need a scumbag working for you.
You need a good scumbag on your side.
And I'm not saying scumbag in a, what is that? Like a derogatory term. It's not derogatory.
You're saying it in a offensive term.
No, I'm saying that is the qualities that you need to be successful in some ways. Okay. You must be cutthroat or aggressive, or you're going to do what you got to do.
Moxie.
Or else you're going to get fucked over. Because someone on the other side is doing it to you. So when if you're fighting a wolf, you don't want to bring in a kitty.
Right.
You bring in another wolf, a bigger wolf, a pack of wolves, right? Even though you're not a wolf, you're smart enough to hire the fucking wolves.
You feed the wolves.
You got to hire them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not, some of those wolves some are contingency based. They'll take a piece of the action because they guarantee they know they're going to fucking get something from this guy.
Yeah.
But some want money in advance.
Yeah.
Like agents, the reason I don't really, it's not that I don't like them. It's just like lawyers, right? Is that they are opportunity seekers. So unless you have something going, they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, like they're only going to jump on when you've already done all the work.
So when you do get something going and you don't have an agent, that's when the other side, those wolves on the other side, know they got a couple free meals.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to give you something.
Yeah.
They're going to pay you 10 grand for your construction character, and then parlay it already. They already have it sold, by the way, to some bigger client for 100 grand, and that client's already got it sold for $1 million. And you're like, I got 10 grand for this thing, for a bubble machine that now is being sold.
But to be fair, you got 10 grand for a bubble machine. Like, you can also say that like that.
But the problem is, try to
sold an idea.
reinvent. That's your only idea, man.
Well, if your only idea is the bubble machine, move the fuck on.
Well,
that's
tell that to Sylvester Stallone. Okay.
What's the?
Yeah.
What do you mean, Rocky?
He only had Rocky to sell, and they tried to get it from him at a very low price.
Yeah.
Without him being the star, and he said no.
Yeah, and he stuck to it.
Not many people can do this.
Yeah.
No matter what Rocky has done.
That's fair. Well,
You got to respect them.
He's the outlier in this scenario. Like, most people, they're the visionary. You know, they didn't actually invent the thing.
You think Rocky stole, or Sylvester Stallone stole Rocky from a nerd?
No, I think he's an exception to this law. He actually did write it, and he directed it, and then they were like, we're not going to, he held out on them. And
now we know there's,
successful.
I get it. You're saying there's a lot bigger people who have taken things.
Yes.
Right.
And that's not me being like, it's unfair. I just meant like, hey, inventors.
How do we get on this?
hold
Because I
out.
think we were talking about you creating something and it got taken from you.
Stoners. I said stoners invented some of the coolest shit now.
And then the stoners don't get, look, if
they
a
get too
stoner,
high.
but at least you get free weed for the rest of
they
their life.
They sell their idea for half a gram of weed, and they're like, oh, yeah, whatever.
But give me, they need an agent. There should be an agent for stoners.
Yeah, but then that guy's just going to fuck them over. The world sucks, Carmen. I've been trying to tell you this.
I can't get out of this. Every time I find a solution, you just
I know.
slice my legs and I fall back down to earth. I'm like, wait a second. There's an agent for stoners.
No, there's not.
It's called legal weed. Now, someone got that pushed through, and you think the real people who put their heart and soul into legalizing weed back in the 70s cannot benefit from this.
Yeah.
Right? And isn't this, we stand on each other's shoulders. I think that's what it says, and do it now. Get off our butts. The book.
The toilet.
That's
toilet
why,
book?
yeah. You know why I like that book is because it's very quick. I don't like to read more than a paragraph at a time. So this will give you a quick, and you feel like you've accomplished something.
And then you wipe.
Well, not if you're trying to build up an immune system. No. You don't wipe. That is...
I was wondering you were going to get to that one.
That
Your
is not a
phone's
great...
going off,
I know,
man.
I thought it was my irrigation guy, and that would have been,
No,
okay, we got to
it's an
take that
Amber Alert.
call. No, it's just my cousin Frank. He's a contractor,
Ooh, you should
and it's
answer and put him
raining. You don't want him on.
No?
Not yet. We have to prep him.
What do you mean? Wait.
You think Big Titty Andy is bad? When Frankie comes on, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You would be like, I think I'm gonna disassociate
Wait, is that
myself.
His aunt? Is that his mom?
No, but he's still
whose
an
mom
aunt.
is that?
Why are you touching those there?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not.
That
touching
seems
it.
odd that you're so. It's almost like, is this what do they call that when you're afraid of a snake and they make you touch it?
Nothing. You
No.
just named it. It's
Bullshit. There is a thing called like sensory, not deprivation, but sensory activation, where you're trying to hold the snake so you're not afraid of the snake no more. That's what you were doing with my Andy's
I'm not
titties.
afraid of your
You're like,
Andy's
oh, I'm going to
titties."
touch it. It's just a picture, Mike, and then we'll get to the real stuff. Okay? I'm going to show you. It's okay.
all right.
The amygdala was kicking in, I think, there.
She still scares the fuck out of me. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have to put this on our Instagram.
Yeah.
We're gonna put
And
by the way,
then-
Sierra Solo Show.
so my
Instagram,
other-
follow us. But yeah, I'm gonna put her face on
Yeah.
that. No, you know what we should do? We'll put all 4 of them up there, and we'll have the internet rank them from hot to not.
See, it's not your family. So, I mean, I got people that are still alive that don't have any rules about society.
So they'll fuck me up. Yeah.
Right. They don't care like about certain things, about getting canceled or yelled at or
We're getting
and
arrested.
they don't care about any of that kind of stuff. They just go for the jugular, and then later on they go, fuck, did you hear what he said about Aunt Lizzie?
Yeah.
Huh? Or Aunt Teresa or whoever aunt that was.
They'll fuck us up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I can just pull that off.
Yeah. All right.
It's funny how the fear still exists.
Yeah.
They're not even they don't know how to operate a machine that listen to a podcast.
None of these people in this photograph have ever listened to a fucking podcast in their life.
No, but their relatives are still out there.
Yeah.
But I don't think they care anymore. I really don't.
Yeah.
I've said some stuff online about my family, although they're not talking to me. I had to do a video about bad blood this morning because there's a lot of bad blood going on.
Blood.
Yeah, it's real. We don't talk to each other. I don't talk to you. You don't talk to me, and we don't know where the bad blood began.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it probably wasn't the incident you're thinking of. It already was there. The incident just revealed the bad blood. So it's always there.
Why? It's always gotta be some
always there.
cryptic ass shit with you, Carmen, and your family. Like last time, you were like, "Oh, I know what they think that they don't know that I know, but I fucking know it."
Because that's the only way I could get out of this. If I don't give any specifics.
It sounds exhausting. Just deal with all the fucking family.
I'm in it right
secrets.
now. I'm in it right now, man. I thought, that's why I can't talk right now to my cousin because I don't know.
You don't know what he's calling about?
I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
What he's gonna say, and I can't say anything back.
It's so shady. It's always so shady with you. I swear to God.
It's how we do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a money drop. You're right. It's information drop. You know, when you don't want to be associated with the money, you have a bagman that brings the money to a place, and you drop the money, and another guy picks it up. So this is the same.
I have never had to deal with that. Not once, actually.
That's what this is, but with information.
Okay.
Like I'll get a piece of the information, I'll drop it somewhere else, and then someone else comes up and picks it up, and then there's no real person.
Yeah.
So we can't really point anywhere. This piece of information was picked up somewhere else.
I'm glad you've resorted to CIA type of tactics just to communicate with your family.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't know what anyone's thinking.
Some black ops going on over here.
It works.
Like the way you looked at me when you said that.
It works.
Oh, all right.
Right.
I'm just kidding, Aunt Dottie or whatever.
No.
Whatever aunt. Which aunt is it? I'm not. I'm not gonna keep my hands away from the breast now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna stay over here.
I know we're gonna have to move the picture.
Yeah, don't put it near me anymore. It's uncomfortable.
I mean, seriously.
They're all actually kind of looking directly at me by like the way the angle of the photograph is.
Yeah, I don't know if you can't see it on the audio podcast. That's why we suggest you go to our link tree, click on that, and you'll see all kinds of ways to watch this thing.
Yeah.
But people in pictures from the old days thought that their soul was being sucked out of them. So they didn't want to take pictures. And by the way, you took a picture once every year.
Yeah.
Right? So you didn't know how to take pictures. It was always staring at the camera.
Yeah. It's like,
In a way that you would never get a preview of the picture you took.
No.
So you're like, well, let me see it before you get it developed. That wasn't happening.
No, clearly, because none of them would have agreed to.
But
this
amazingly, a lot of pictures came out.
pretty well, yeah.
You know, I mean, I have a lot of old pictures. I'm like, man, we didn't set this up. There's no filter.
Yeah.
We didn't delete it and take it over 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
You take one picture, it costs you 30 cents to develop the damn thing. So it was, you made sure you only took 12 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
12, and you would keep them in the camera for like a week.
Yeah.
I got 12 pictures left.
Yeah.
And we're going to your aunt's this weekend, so we can only use 3 of them. We need 9 more for the party or whatever it was. And then you would develop them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now it's like everyone's got images and video of everybody all the time, so we're ignoring it unless it's something weird like.
Do they still have places that develop film?
Yeah. Costs you a lot more money. Everything is becoming a luxury.
Yeah, all the old shit that you can't do anymore.
Even McDonald's, right?
I don't know about that.
Think about it.
Are we sponsored by McDonald's? Is that why? Did you just say McDonald's is a
if you go into McDonald's,
Yeah.
right? They got 2 people, 1 person working the counter now. If you want to talk to a human, they're trying to get everybody now onto the machine, right? And so what's the luxury going to be in the future? When you talk to a specific human, a person, that costs you more money.
Oh, like just like
Phone trees, everything.
If you want to speak to a human, it'll cost you $5.
Would
per
you pay?
minute. Yeah.
Would you pay it instead of
No.
waiting through the phone tree?
Those robots are pretty good now. They're pretty
Yeah, but
fast.
if they're not, like if you want that righteous yelling thing that you get to do over the you motherfucking
Oh,
Comcast.
what if it's just $5 a minute to yell at a
Right.
human. That's all it is.
And they got it. Well, they got it. That won't be as fun as not knowing.
Yeah, they just hire you. Like, listen, you're gonna get a lot of yelling,
A lot of chaos.
Yeah,
I think in the future you're going to want that job,
yeah.
not to be the yeller,
To be the yellee,
to be the employee that gets to hear people losing it.
that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Not really.
yeah, because it's going to be society's going to be very
I used to
tame.
take phone calls. Yeah.
Take them.
Yeah, I used to take phone calls for
Where?
customer support for Xbox.
You did,
Yeah.
and you were nice. You're not nice. You have to think about that hard? I mean, it's Xbox.
I wasn't technically nice. Like, I had a customer service voice,
Right.
but every
Did you use the word sir a lot?
I use sir, which in my mind I replaced that with fuck you.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
It's amazing because Xbox Sir's got to be 17, 18 years old, 19, 20.
Yeah, you're calling a 14-year-old.
Sir.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, sir.
Right. And
Is your parents home to deal with this?
I never thought about that, right? There's an Xbox support line? Not anymore, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because there's no support on half of these high-tech
they're
things.
still
Like
there.
Facebook has no support. You can't call Facebook.
No, of course not. That would be chaos. I would hate to have to imagine working customer service at Facebook.
It's free. It's because it's free.
Not even that. Because you imagine the amount of psychos you would get that call in like this motherfucker.
They just can't handle the amount of calls. But they don't do a great job, by the way. I have had issues on Facebook, and then you send in this whole message, right? And then an automatic response comes back with, we are automatically now closing this case because
Yeah.
instantly
Your ticket has been submitted.
closed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, they got a lot of power.
I feel like it's just Zuckerberg up there.
A lot of power.
There's nobody else working for Facebook. It's just him.
Wouldn't that be cool? It's got to be a South Park episode. He's sitting on a throne somewhere
Yeah.
high up.
You know what we should do? We should do customer service sketch, but for places that we think should have customer service. You know? Like a rest area. Like a rest area customer
Right.
service. Yeah.
Right. Places that don't matter.
That never have had it, never would
Right.
have thought to have had it. And then
There's
we're
no
like,
purpose. Anything that's operated by the government like that,
Yeah.
right? The post office.
Toll booth customer service. Yeah.
There's no way to bitch about the post office.
Yeah, customer service for the post office, that's laughable.
Rate your carrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
that'd be
he's
fun.
wearing a Jimmy Buffett shirt now, and he's smoking weed. And what happened to the uniform? I see these guys driving around. I'm like, it's become a good job. The postal carrier has become a good job.
Yeah.
They're really free people. Anyone that has their own truck,
I know
I'm
some
jealous.
dude who is a postal worker, and he trips more acid than I've ever met before in my entire life. Like, I've never met anybody
Really?
who takes the amount of acid
and
that
he
he takes.
delivers.
I don't know. He's not my mailman. I just know of him.
We can't get too specific because he's out there.
Yeah, he's out there.
It sounds like he's delivering. That'd be a great way to, if you're a dealer. Oh, I'm going to get a job at the post office.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kill two birds with one stone because some of these guys are on my other route.
That is genius. Yeah, you gotta stay on your own
I'm
turf.
driving by your house all the time anyway. I might as well bring your mail too.
That'd be
It's got to have infiltrated Amazon and UPS already. The drug trade is already infiltrated.
Oh, I know a drug dealer who was a pizza guy.
Yeah, and that's low
Classic.
level. That's low level.
That's classic. Yeah,
Right?
classic move. Yeah.
So it's actually what do they call it? That's multitasking in the illegal way. We're going to do something legal and illegal at the same time.
Yep.
Deliver drugs and pizza. And how would you know, right?
Pizza and weed, though.
Well, it seems obvious. He's driving like a new Corvette or a Bentley.
He's delivering in a.
He's delivering Domino's in a
Bentley.
Bentley. He must be doing. I mean, I guess Uber Eats is really killing it out there, but
It's questionable.
he must be really making some other side cash with this car.
Can I tell you though? I've had some of the strangest Uber rides before. Like when Uber first came out.
Yeah.
I remember one dude picked me up, and he was some Russian guy.
I had one just
in
recently.
a Mercedes,
Ah.
and he was like, "Yes, I do this for fun, to get my work visa." And he's like, "They pay me $10,000 to enter country and drive free." Like he was clearly not from this country. He was clearly like he was breaking all laws. Like he was basically telling us like I'm not
Right.
supposed to be in this country. And I was like,
Right.
okay, well,
And if you want to go to a secret place to box, I can take you there.
yeah. And I just put my seatbelt on.
Yeah. I had a Russian Uber driver 3 nights ago. and usually Uber drivers are semi-friendly. This guy's serious as fuck, right?
Well, it's Russian, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the mask on, so I can't tell if he's smiling or not.
No, not smiling.
And I'm drunk. I'm already like 4 rides into
So
it.
you're annoying.
And I'm already like, I want to go to Moscow. He's like, why? I'm like, I saw Bourdain there, and he was like eating something.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to go to Moscow. I don't know what the fuck I even said that for.
Why would you ever say that? Yeah.
No, because everyone's pushing me to
'cause you're
go.
nervous. You're trying
No,
to
I wasn't
relate to
nervous.
him.
I just wanted to, hey, let's start a conversation.
Yeah.
So he goes, then he got into, everybody says to me, is this Russian?
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah.
Is Trump or is it Biden the worst? And I say, Putin is bad.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, no shit, right?
Yeah.
Here's a guy that came 3 years ago
Yeah.
from Russia. He's like, you guys are fucking pussies.
You guys are
We got
pussies.
Putin.
We got Putin.
That's a fucking maniac.
Trillionaire.
So guess what? Quit bitching.
Yeah.
Enjoy your little Uber ride to Siesta Key.
I thought you meant he was like, Putin is better.
No.
Putin is coming for you, pussies.
No. He meant that's why he left the fucking country. He ain't going back.
Yeah.
So
Is
now,
he a journalist by any chance? or
hey man, when you
something?
get it from the horse's mouth, that you
Yeah.
know, if you ask me what this, oh, Ashley looks like a great neighborhood. You should fucking meet the association, huh? The people that run this
my
fucking
God.
place.
Oh my fucking God. You son of a bitch. I thought we were done with this fucking homo talk. God damn it.
You think it's a great neighborhood because we got common areas that are well kept and landscaped and a nice street that was paved with our association dues? Well, meet the
homo,
fucking
yeah.
Hitler that walks around this place, okay? Because she's a little bitch. All right, you don't want to live here. So when you get it from the horse's mouth, you have to accept,
Yeah.
right? If he tells me Russia sucks,
I'm gonna go Russia suck.
I'm thinking, fine.
Well, that's what I tell people who are like pro-communist in this country. I'm like, you know who's really anti-communist? They're like, what? People that escaped communist countries. Fucking crazy.
Go to Miami and talk communist.
Yeah, exactly. Those guys
Go
are
to Little Haiti and
really
preach
not fans.
preach your communist agenda down there.
Yeah, exactly.
See what happens. See if you get out.
Yeah.
Did you give me the wrap-up sign, Donnie?
Yeah.
Wow.
As
So
soon as he heard
fast.
the word communist, he went like, I think he did it at Putin. He was like, no,
It's like, no, we're done. We're
Yeah,
done.
Putin's on his way. Yeah.
I was trying to think what the guy was driving, too. The Russian guy. I've had some good Uber guys lately, though. A lot of good Uber. One had a Honda Odyssey, and that makes me happy.
Minivan.
Yeah, because there's a lot of room. A lot of room in a Honda Odyssey.
Can't roll up in style in a Honda Odyssey though.
Look, driving Uber in Sarasota, completely different than any other like experience. Like New York, right? I was in New York for a while. Ubering, taxiing, it's all immigrants. It's all people that are from everywhere. You come here and it's this older woman
Yeah.
who now her husband died,
And she's bored.
and she's gonna Uber, and she's knitted, seat covers, and she wants to tell a story about her grandkids. And you're like, fuck!
Oh, it's the worst.
I just want to party. I want to hear something interesting, or But there's a lot of people that are. Uber's got to step it up. They need some fucking psychos to. I want.
Oh,
you have Uber XL. You have the Uber regular. I want Uber party.
Uber Extreme.
Uber Extreme. Like some fucking psycho that pulls up in some souped up vehicle that's smoking and is.
It's like every driver with like below a 2.0 rating.
Right.
That's what you want.
This is a chancy Uber.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, this guy. I know Uber's got to stay legal and all that shit, but let's get a guy he's whacked out without drugs. He's a little crazy, scares us a little bit. It's almost like a thrill ride.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Disney for Uber, or it's a safe ride, hopefully.
It's like an escape room, but
Yeah, we want to get there.
Uber.
Right, we want to get there and party still. But I kind of want my wife to like hang on to me tightly. Like, what the fuck's going on? Why has he got a knife?
Yeah. Why does he drive with a knife?
Yeah, why is he screaming out the window at everyone? And his music's too loud, and he's ignoring you.
That's the nice thing about when I remember one taxi. I was in New York and I took a taxi, and this guy was like yelling at another car, but he was like not because the car did anything either.
Right.
He like recognized the guy like as a
Yeah,
rival
yeah,
gangster,
yeah.
and he was kind of like "fuck you,"
Yeah.
no, fuck you.
Right.
And I'm in the fucking car. I was
Right.
like, "This is authentic."
It's a show. It's a show.
Yeah, I was like, "This is the real New York."
Right.
This
That's
is
what we
nice.
want. We want to party when we're in party mode. Now I got to drink after this podcast. See, this is what happens to me.
Yeah, it's us.
I started thinking
We
about
did this.
Yeah, it is. You guys get me in the mode of maybe Monday's it is a July 4th observed. I should still be partying.
That's fair. We
Right?
did pass. We made it through July 4th, so that's all that's important. We did it.
And through the podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Donnie's saying, yeah, we're done.
Donnie said,
All right.
wrap it up.
Well, hopefully people are going to watch the videos. We have 3 views on Hawk Attack. Don't flip out that we started episode 56 because Donnie lost like first 25 episodes because we didn't have a lot of storage. That's the great thing about this podcast.
Yeah.
We create content and then we just fucking lose it
And we
and
lost
burn it.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's almost like, is it like a Snapchat, this podcast, where it goes away?
There's a time limit.
Listen now, because who knows? Mike fucking deleted the whole intro 3 weeks ago with all the music and everything. We might end up hitting one button, folks, and you'll never hear from us again.